So we say we are going to check if there is a result. So we say conditionally if let, and then I'm going to say dictionary is equals to my result dot value, and this is an any object, as you can see. So we are going to downcast this into a dictionary, and I need to specify that my dictionary is string as key and any object as value. And let's close my bracket here. And once we have this, let me just get rid of this print here. So once we check if we have a dictionary, I'm going to check for the list, because my dictionary, let me open it up again. On top you can see the long dictionary, but we don't need this part here, name and country and city name. We need the data part. So we're going to check if there is a data part there. So I say if let list is equals to the dictionary that we just checked it existed. So the list will be only our clean hourly forecast, apart from the city and the country information we have in our JSON callback. So we access our dictionary, and I'm interested in the data part. So we say data, and again we are taking this information from our callback result. So we access our data, and I need to specify that this is and this is an array of dictionaries, because every hour has its own dictionary. So I specify that it's an array, and it's going to be array of dictionary string with any object. So let's put it there. Let me hide this and actually close my panel here. So we have some more space there. So once we have this as well, we have our list, we can go through our list. So we say so the list will be every hour data we received. So we say for item in list. So for every hour in our list that we received, I'm going to say let forcast is equals, and I'm going to initialize a class here for hourly forecast, and we have a nice initializer. I'm going to pass my item here as the dictionary, and this will create an instance of our class. And once we create for all of them, for all 24 hours, so we have 24 instances of our class, we want to return them. So let's go to our download daily forecast function here. I'm going to add a completion callback here. So our function can actually notify us whenever it finishes downloading and creating this forecast, hourly forecast for us. So completion, as I remember from the previous one, we're going to say escaping. And then we need to specify what we want to return. So I'm going to say underscore, and we're going to return hourly forecast. And this is going to be an array of hourly forecast objects. And then we say it's not going to return anything, so it's going to be void here, and our function is ready. So we have our callback. Once we go through every object, we need to return an array of hourly forecast objects. So in order to do that, we need actually some kind of array where we can keep our information. So let's, under our result here, I'm going to create a variable and call this forecast array. And this is going to be a type of array which is going to hold hourly forecast objects, and we're going to initialize it as an empty array. So every time we create a forecast, we will put it in this forecast array. So we say forecast array append, and we put our forecast object that we just created into this array. And once we are done going through for all 24 hours, or doesn't matter how many hours you have in your system, in our case it's 24 hours, once you go through all of them, we want to call our callback. So once we are done with these if checks, we are going to tell our completion handler, so we say completion, and we want to return whatever we have in this array. So if there is nothing there, we are going to just return an empty array, right? And the same thing we want to do even if we have no data. So I call my completion and I pass my forecast array. In this case, it will be just an empty array. So our function here is ready, but if you build now, you will have an error because here we are calling our download weather forecast without the completion block.